Evan Judkins making his K-Series debut here with a 3-1 sanctioned bout record. It's always exciting to see fighters, and we've seen so far the caliber of fighters that fight on the K-Series and the closeness of these matchups, which really speaks volumes to the team behind the scenes here. Ricky Villazelo and James Guccione. See Evan Judkins there, ready to make his first step through the ropes. The K-Series ring.
I had the pleasure of watching these two gentlemen weigh in and face off yesterday, and they seemed very confident and excited for this bout. I think this is going to be a firefight from bell to bell.
We saw Mike Frezza fight Eric Kurnale on our last K-Series bout on January 12th, and it was a barn burner from start to finish. Kurnale won that fight by a thin decision, but Mike Frezza impressed everybody in the crowd. He comes to the ring tonight with a 5-1 record out of Rigoro Gym. Ricky Villazelo and Martin Chisholm, his trainers. He cross-trains in MMA, but has mainly fought in kickboxing. You can see that in his strong hands. He's an action-packed fighter, straightforward guy, comes in with the punches, and he does not slow down from first round to the final round. And he has had 3 title fights in his career, so he's used to going 5 rounds, but tonight he's only got to go 3, so I expect nothing but action from Mike Frezza.
Wow, that's a huge statistic. 5 rounders, and 3 of which title fights. That's huge.
The action continues on the card for K-Series Kickboxing with our upcoming contest scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds at 155 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He steps through the ropes with a fight record of 3 wins, 1 loss. Representing Pride Martial Arts, Evan Judkins. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He enters the ring with a fight record of 5 wins and 1 loss. Representing Rigoro Gym, Mike Frezza. Man in charge of the action at the sound of the bell is Brendan Medina.
Here we go, folks. 3 2-minute rounds in the 155-pound division. Liam Tarrant, LG Pinnell joining you here at K-Series 4. A slip early on in the first fight round here. Judkins in the blue corner, Frezza out of the red.
Big left kick attempt there from the blue corner, followed up with some body kicks and some low kicks. Countered with a couple of big punches and a low kick from the red corner.
Frezza leaning in and pressing forward as he's known to do. Referee Brandon Medina breaks him up there. Nice high kick. Frezza able to get inside and jam up that knee before it lands.
Those high kicks, even if they don't land, they do tie your hands up and keep you from throwing punches, and they make you want to hold them up a little tighter just because of the power that you feel coming from the hips of those kicks. So that's an interesting game plan coming from the blue corner, just to throw so many head kicks early.
Oh, accidental low blow there.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a tough one.
Judkins has up to 5 minutes to recover.
I can't tell, but I think I see a little bit of a bloody nose already in the on the nose of the red corner here. Mike Frezza on his right nostril. Maybe a punch slipped through. Ooh, big punches.
Wow. Nice shots there. Yeah, with a strong puncher like this, you really got to be careful throwing those low kicks sometimes. Don't want to leave yourself open.
Yeah, you got to either get your head off the center line or time them really well.
Inside kick from Frezza. Frezza's doing a nice job mixing up his kicks as he goes, but I'll tell you, the whipping of those kicks from Judkins looks so painful.
Yeah, that's a really good game plan. We're seeing Frezza kind of just tighten his guard, starting with his elbows in response to those kicks, which is probably what our blue corner's looking for.
Ooh.
Ooh, big right hand from Frezza. He's stepping into the corner.
We'll see if he can capitalize on it. When you see someone, that was, I think he's got, no, I think it was slightly on the break there, but not an intentional foul.
10 seconds left here in this first round, and big punches landing from Frezza.
More shots from Frezza. We knew Frezza was heavy-handed and comes piling forward. Wow. Ricky Villazela in his corner, very happy about that.
Yeah, that was a great way to end the fight, or I'm sorry, in the round there in the first bit there. You know, in the beginning of the fight, I was starting to wonder, you know, if Frezza was having trouble finding his range, but he definitely settled that argument there at the end of the round by stepping in behind his shots. We just saw how powerful they were with the reaction of Evan having to step back into the corner.
Yeah, it seems like Judkins seems to favor slightly being on the outside, and Frezza favors stepping in and getting inside that range. So we're going to see how that plays out here, what adjustments might get made from either side coming to this second of 3 scheduled rounds.
Frezza has the opportunity to use that to his advantage, that distance differential. If he can step in behind those shots and use the step in the punches, it'll pay dividends in the power and also how much energy he's having to exert behind his hands. He won't have to really muscle him.
Nice spinning shot there. Second of 3 scheduled 2-minute rounds underway.
Yeah, that was nice. His heel went right up under the rib cage.
Let's see, with a guy like Frezza, in my opinion, the last place you want to be is have your back against the ropes, because it seems like he just wants to press in forward on you. So far, Judkins seems to be doing a nice job staying in the open ground. Ooh! Wow, a beautiful exchange of 2 shots.
Both heads went flying back.
Yeah, that was a Rocky II moment. Wow, you can see the power in Frezza's punches. There's blood coming out of the nose of Judkins now. Both guys bleeding from the nose.
They're both very locked in and focused on one another.
Nice strong kick from Judkins. Solid body kick lands for Frezza.
Yeah, that's the best body kick we've seen out of Frezza so far. Most of his power shots have been punches, but that was a beautiful power kick.
Frezza seems to be pressing into the corner. This is where he really wants to be, it seems. Judkins, nice job angling out, getting back to the open territory. Uppercut and a straight left from Frezza. Ooh, solid left hand from Judkins. Nice evasion and a reaction from Judkins. He is elusive and conclusive there. Nice knee.
These exchanges are just so fast-paced. It's really hard to keep up with how many each of them are landing. I wouldn't want to be a judge for this one, but man, what an exciting fight to watch.
Nice clean kicks from Judkins. End of the second round. Wow, action-packed there. Seems like that, you know, it seems like, in my opinion, look like Frezza had that rally at the end of the first, but Judkins seems to have come alive in the second round. It could be anybody's fight right now.
Yeah, I would say that the damage is leaning towards Frezza because of the bloodied nose and some redness that I'm seeing on the rib cage from those power body kicks. But man, I really wish this was a 5-round fight because this is so good.
This, you took the words right out of my mouth. This could definitely be a 5-rounder, and it looks like both these guys have the gas tank to go 5 rounds. I mean, see the pace they're setting now. It's just crazy.
It's got to be even going into this third fight, or this third round.
I would think so. Wouldn't be surprised. It could all come down to the next 2 minutes. They've got 120 seconds to prove who wants this more. And it's not a coincidence that both these men are fighting in the part of the card where other fights are title contenders. This could determine who could get the next title shot at K-Series.
If I were Judkins, after seeing the power shots that Frezza is comfortable with throwing, I would stay on the move, on the balls of my feet, moving both left and right laterally rather than just forward and back. Nice low kick there from Judkins and some feints that are going to pay dividends as he moves into clinch range to land some knees and punches.
Judkins, oh wow, a solid right hand, rocks Judkins' head back. Judkins did a nice job there on the break. It wasn't actually a break, but as they were coming apart, landed a couple of shots, but then Frezza came back with some solid hands.
Seeing the head of Judkins fly back in response to some of those big power shots, you know, that's a visual that the judges really pay attention to. Seeing somebody react to punches like that means they landed flush and landed with a lot of power.
Ooh, wow!
Judkins knocks down Frezza with a right hand.
Frezza is down, and speaking of making an impression on the judges, wow. Judkins lands a beautiful right hand to put Frezza down.
Judkins is back on the attack. What a beautiful way to move into the end of this third round. That was a huge knockdown, and he just landed another straight right down the pipe to Frezza. Frezza is hurt up against the ropes, but is still on his feet.
Can Judkins capitalize on this and put this fight, another knockdown on the cards? Frezza comes back with another shot. Judkins with a right hand of his own. This is crazy right now.
Both gentlemen seem to be hurt, but they're still on their feet and throwing power shots to the body and the head.
Judkins backing up nicely, avoiding those shots from Frezza. Frezza landing a solid right and a left. 10 seconds left in the fight here.
Oh! Big right hands from Frezza as he backs Judkins into the corner and over the ropes. Blood all over their forearms and gloves. What a shame that we don't have 2 more rounds to go, but what a blessing to have gotten to witness these 3.
I think we called it right. That if that were a 5-round fight, I mean, that was just getting so exciting there. What a fantastic bout for both of these warriors.
Both gentlemen have black eyes, bloody noses, blood on their gloves, their forearms, and their chest just from the amount of action and violence that they just put on in this ring tonight.
Both men were long, tall, and ready to brawl.
Huge respect there.
Let's check this replay out. Frezza winging.
Really good exchanges here. We're seeing Frezza dart forward off the balls of his feet and calves, whereas Judkins does a good job of leaning back and countering right away. I think the big knockdown's coming up.
Nice body shot from Judkins. Nice high kick. Oh, there it is. Caught him right as he was swinging.
Yeah, it was beautiful timing and right on the button. One of his legs was off the ground.
He got there like half a second faster. And when you're at this level, that margin of error is so small. He's just a little bit quicker and got that. So we'll see how that knockdown affects this final score. As we said, coming into the third, it may have all come down to that round, and we'll see if how much of an effect that knockdown has. Again, folks, 10-point must system. Each round is the winner gets 10, the loser gets 9 or less. If you get a knockdown, that minus is 1 point, so that makes it a 10-8 round. We'll see.
I completely agree with you, and judges are taking a minute with this score, so it must be a tough one to call. But man, this is just another, I can't reiterate enough how much the importance of footwork and balance. When you get caught off on one foot like that, it can just hurt really badly.
We will go to Mike Falvo for the official decision here and see who won this barn burner.
Let's have a round of applause for 2 great fighters and one hell of a fight. After 3 hard-fought rounds of kickboxing action, we go to the official scorecard. The judges have scored the fight 29-27, 28-28, and 28-28.
Wow.
This fight has been declared a majority draw.
A majority draw is called. Wow. I mean,
I can only hope that means we get to see this fight again.
5 rounds this time. I want to see that fight again. That's a very tough fight to call. So 28-28, 28-28, and 29-27. One judge gave it 3 rounds. Gave it 2 rounds to 1. The other judge had it. He must have had it 2 rounds to 1. 28-28. He must have had it 2 rounds for Frezza. And then with the knockdown making a huge effect in the third, I think that's what made it the draw.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
That just shows you a 3-round fight. 1 point coming off, whether it be deducted by a knockdown or a standing 8 count, it can make such a huge, huge difference. I mean, we were so lucky to witness something like that. I hope we get to see it again. I think that fight should be fought again, and I could see that being a title contender, and most definitely a fight of the night contender for tonight.